have 300 vendors, and my friend Joe Zug became the legendary grow heirloom organic 5-pound tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
All these varieties of tomatoes, and he's so good at it, and it's so juicy and it's wonderful. And they're heirlooms, so I got a bunch of seeds and everything.
Love heirloom.
But he brought a little 80-year-old lady here to see this forest 2 weeks ago. And she's 80 years old, and she didn't tell me anything other than she's an artist. Her husband is gone. And when we got to the end up here of the tour, she says, Joe, this is what I always dreamed gardening should be. If I was younger, this is what I would do. And she was trying to tell Joe, you should be switching to this to grow your food healthy instead of organic, turbo organic, fertilizer and stuff like that. And so he came through, she came through. Then at the end of the tour, they also said, oh, by the way, Denise, have you heard of Anastasia in the Siberian forest? And I said, no, who's that? Well, in Russia, they used to have a culture of people that actually lived in the forest. They didn't even wear clothes. They never left the forest. They ate in the forest. They just lived in the forest. And she was a remnant of this culture that still lived in the forest. So this author wanted to write books on her, which he did 8 sets of books. And he wrote about Anastasia. She had a baby as well. I think they together got married, and they had a little girl or a little boy. She raised him in the forest, and he wrote these books about Anastasia in the Siberian forest. And they told me, I just said, it was so cute. They're like, you're Anastasia. You're growing a forest just like Anastasia. And I was like, oh, I got to read these books. I'm so excited. The other thing everybody wanted to ask me about was hibiscus. Remember I told you guys I grow hibiscus? So I try to save a lot of plants. I rescue animals, but I also rescue trees and shrubs. A lot of people want their stuff dug out, so I look on KSL. I've gotten a lot of free trees. So this was a 40-year-old Rosa Sharon that the county told these sisters up in Salt Lake, you got to cut it down. It's getting too big and blocking the street. We can't see around the corner. And I saw that on KSL. I said, oh, we'll come and get it. I asked her how wide it was, though, and she said, it's only about 2 feet, maybe. I'm like, okay, that can't be that bad. We get there, and it's like this wide. I'm going, oh, I don't know if we can transplant this thing. And they're like, it's about 40 years old. And I'm going, oh, gee, maybe I shouldn't do this. I'm going to kill it. We did it, and it's thriving.
Wow.
And we transplanted another one there that's the white hibiscus. And then we got a bunch of baby hibiscus coming in here. We got another white one in there. And it's really fun what you can grow.
Did you dig it by hand or with a machine?
We did with shovels, my friend, and the chain of my car to finally get it out. We got it out. We got it in, and it survived. I have a secret to transplanting, though. You really have to do this. You have to let the water, when you first transplant, always do it at night. Even in August, it's okay. As long as you put it in the ground at night, dig it out at night, put it in the ground, then make sure that you get the hose on there, trickling 24 hours a day for at least 2 weeks. Don't stop the water. Those roots are not established. That's the only way they're going to get water. Otherwise, they'll just dry up and die. That's the secret to transplanting. I transplant 5-year-old trees with trunks this big. They always survive if you do this. It's wonderful. Yeah. That's how you save plants.
I love all the bees in your headdress. They're just buzzing around your head.
The flowers. They're like, oh,
they do.
I'm like,
usually, like, that's our flower lady. That's our master. That's our master. You're the flower goddess.
I wanted to do this because I thought, oh, this is going to be so neat.
Well, Christy's really good at making those, too. Oh, she's an amazing florist.
She is, isn't she?
She's more like a flower genius than just a florist.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We should have her do a workshop on Saturday next year when we have lots of flowers, of just making flower arrangements, you know?
Oh, she's amazing.
It would be so much fun.
She did all the flowers for my mom's funeral, and they were beautiful.
Oh, I bet they were.
It was like the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen.
Oh, I hope you got lots of pictures. That's wonderful. Yeah. That's so neat. Look at them, you guys.
All the birds.
They're all there.
They love your stuff.
Okay, the humans are coming. Hide in the bush.
There's all the birds. There they all are.
Aren't they beautiful? And feel how nice and cool it is when you have this. See how much nicer it is to be in here than out there in the hot
Yeah, it's
sun?
amazing. It's like 10 degrees cooler.
It is amazing, you guys, and that's why the plants really love it in here. See how much lusher and green they are on this side? Everything's just growing beautifully together, and they're just happy. Everything's happy in here, and it's just such a neat feeling to be with it. You guys, last summer it wasn't like this. That was the first year. This is only our 2nd year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
This thing has only been in 2 years.
Oh my God.
This
is amazing.
Is it amazing?
It's just one
The
of
only
those.
trees that were established was this
It is.
10-year-old, these 2 4-year-old peach trees, and the plum. Those were the only trees here. We dug around them. Everything else is new.
I saw it with the deaf whites, and
He did.
Changed massively.
It has, hasn't it?
Beautiful.
I can't wait to see next year. And I can't wait till 5 years are done. Then I'm like, I don't have to water you anymore. Yay! I'll just come out here and sleep. in my house. That's what I get to retire.
Very nice.
Isn't it wonderful, you guys?
Thank you.
Now I'm starting, because I just finished my advanced class. They're going to graduate at 5:30 after this concert. And then I've got my intermediate student, Shelly, who just finished her 3 months, and she's doing intermediate now.